I say we listed it like maybe 889, 879, and I see this Rolls there. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This car is beautiful, man. So now we're talking business. It's crazy the kind of shit you find in these houses. So we are in Galloway, New Jersey. We are meeting Carlos. Carlos is a good friend. He's an agent in New Jersey, and he has been referred a client that wants to sell their home. I think it's an upscale home, and Carlos wants to bring me in and co-list it with him. I'm going to see this property for the first time, see what this property is all about, and hopefully get the listing. How's life?
Hi, buddy.
You good?
Yes, sir.
What's up, buddy?
Nice to meet you, man.
You too, buddy. How are you? How are you? So this is it. There's like three houses for sale here, yeah?
Yeah.
The seller, he needs to sell this because he's doing all his business in Florida now. He bought it for $720. He wants $8.
Is there any stucco issues?
That's exactly what we were just talking about.
That's what I was telling him. I'm like,
Because I see there's some bulging over here. I'm knocking like I know, but I mean, it's not supposed to be like hollow. I think there could be an issue there. It's bulging here, it's bulging there. I say we listed it like maybe 889, 879. I don't even think you do. I think even 899 might be even too high. The house needs a lot of fucking work. But I think the potential here is pretty involved. I mean, I think, you put a couple $100,000 into this house. It's definitely a house that could be resold or used for the present owner, like an owner-occupied individual. But I think it needs a lot of TLC. I think the stucco needs to be looked at, the windows, the doors, the fence. Just by peeking in the windows, I think the kitchen needs to go, the floors need to go. So I'm thinking at least $200,000. So if somebody were to buy this for themselves, they bought it for say $850, they'll probably be at around $1.05 million when they're all said and done. Is the value there? Yeah. But it has to be somewhere in that, I think, low to mid 8 range. So we'll see what the seller's willing to take. Okay, so definitely doors, which we knew. Definitely windows. Oh, there's a nice little Rolls Royce in here?
Yeah.
sold.
That one, unfortunately, has been
It's sold?
Yeah.
You sure it's sold? Check the car. It's a Phantom. What do you sell it for?
200.
200? What year is it?
2019, 5,000 miles. Only 2 owners.
5,000.
What if I get you more? This car is beautiful, man.
This opens this way.
Sí, porque no tengo las llaves. Las llaves, yo estaba aquí con James, ayer cambié.
So now we're talking business. I mean, can you talk to him? Let me know. Dude, it's crazy the kind of shit you find in these houses.
Joe, you buy that Rolls? I'll personally deliver it to your house.
I'm not buying the Rolls, but I'm talking to my buddy right now. He just did a Carfax for me. So this car has flood damage. He just sent me the whole thing. Total loss, 7/16/2019.
Oh, wow.
Florida Motor Vehicle Department, flood damage as well. And how many miles? It's 25,000 miles on the car. Yeah, so she's full of shit. This is him. Yo. Yeah, the car is a bunch of bullshit, I'm looking at a house right now in Galloway, New Jersey with friends, and the guy needs to sell the house. It's a big house, and this is in the driveway, in the garage. I started asking her, she's like, it's already sold. Car Toys is buying it for $200,000. And I'm like, listen, I'm
200,000.
200,000, she said. I'm like, I'm interested, let me get the details. So she's like, here's the VIN, that's when I sent it to you. But she said it's
Yeah, bro, 200,000.
He said it's not worth 50,000 even.
It was flooded and then it was an accident too.
It was in an accident, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you. There you go. And like in 5 minutes. It's a beautiful car. Is that ants?
No, that's humidity flies, the little moths. That's all humidity, all of that shit.
Yeah, dude. The more I see this house, I think you're gonna have to have more than 200 in this house. Let's do this. Why don't we try to list it at 850? It doesn't work at 850. We don't get any type of bites. At that point, we can always sell it as a straight up listing. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Thanks, buddy. All right, buddy. Thanks, buddy. You too, man. Thank you. I think that 750 is probably what it's worth on a good day. I think if somebody wants to do it for themselves at 850, maybe it makes sense because they can do it themselves. They can take their time. They can add their finishing touches and not be pressed to do it right away. I think if you're doing this as a flip, you got to buy it for like 7 to make any sense. It's a 5,000 square foot house. It's 5 bedrooms. It's on 2.5 acres. You can't build that house for what they're asking. But you have to put so much money into it. It's like a money pit. But listen, 850. We'll put it listed and we'll see what we can do for it. Yeah, I just left the house. I mean, the house is in like bad shape. It's a huge house in Jersey. And then all of a sudden up in the garage and I see this Rolls there. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's like, oh, we're selling it. Car Toys is buying it. I'm like, is it everything signed? She's like, well, I mean, if you were interested, we can probably work it out. I'm like, give me the details. So she gave me the VIN and I sent it to her right away. She said she's got 200,000. So I just left. I said, I'm not interested in the car, but thank you very much. It's amazing. She's like telling me there's only 2 owners, 5,000 miles in the car. Car Toys is picking the car up on Friday, but this, that, and the other, and it turns out it's a bunch of bullshit.